What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Here's a little Gizzy. He is starting to get some grays, folks. He's getting old. He is almost 1 year old. So Prime One has given us a product update here on the T800 endoskeleton. Check out that bad boy. All right, is there any way to get rid of that writing? Oh, it was there for a split second. Anyways, check that out. Now, I'm guessing 28 to 30 inches tall. Easily the best endoskeleton ever made. This tops this, Cinema Cat one. That one was too short. It was only like 24 inches tall. But one of the biggest reasons I never went for that statue, he's literally like holding the gun almost upwards, yet it's 24 inches. It felt very underscaled. I do like it. I like the pose. The base is simple, but, works. I think this has a better base, a better pose. Obviously, it's the pose when Endo's first revealed. Plus, it comes with 2 heads and 2 weapons, which is super cool. And they've done quite a few improvements, so check out that base, T2, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. I'm glad they didn't do, 3D or anything, That, I think Queen did that. Yeah, Queen did that for their base. That must have been the licensing. But I'm glad we don't see 3D. That's stupid. I love all the skulls. They look great. There's also even a light up here in the base, I just realized. But base overall looks very well done. I like it. Good weathering. And they did a blue effect, which actually is really nice for the base. It's similar to my life-size Endo. The detail looks fantastic on this piece. They've made some sculpt updates bigger. So definitely happy with that. Oh, that looks so freaking good. Jupiter's cock. They also did a metallic teeth head. Now, personally, I do like it, but I prefer normal teeth. But this still is cool, and I like that they're giving us this option. Although I'd probably display the normal teeth just because that is more... I believe that's more movie accurate, as far as I remember. I mean, I think in some of the later Terminators, they had metallic teeth. Now, one thing I question, they did the tubes up and over. Sideshow, on their life-size endoskeleton, I followed it to a T, and mine goes inside like that, not over. Now, I think this actually may be more accurate to the movie, watching the movie, but I followed Sideshow's. Otherwise, this looks obviously very similar to my life size. However, Prime One's is a little bit, shinier, just a tad. But they are actually very close, I will say. I freaking love this. I'm going to be posing it just the one gun since my life size is, the double-armed. And I'm not going to play any music just because I want to monetize this video. Alright, it's so cool when they do these, check that out. So, double gun pose, both upwards. I kind of wish they would have given us the ability to do similar to what my life size does, where you can basically raise the gun up, high, or down. I think that actually would have been cool and very doable. Not sure why they didn't consider it. But I do think this looks really freaking cool. However, I'm definitely going to be displaying this... teeth most likely, basically just like this. That's how I'm going to display it. So, I am extremely excited for this. It does go out for pre-order on October 12th, I believe. Which I believe for us it's going to be October 11th. If I was to guess on price, $16.99 with an edition size of 1,000. Now, if they do an EX and a normal, then it'll probably be $99 for the normal, $1,000 for the EX. That's my guess. Prime One knows this is going to be a very popular piece. I believe there was 1,000 of the original Cinema Cut. And that's a hard to find statue, for a reasonable price. I actually did see it for about $2,000 recent, and I was tempted to get it. But I was like, no, I'm getting Prime One. I only need one Endo, especially since I got the life size So now this is a day one PO for me. I actually only plan to really pre-order 3 more statues, although there are some that I will definitely still consider picking up. But for me, it's obviously the entire Prime 1 Terminator line. Beyond that, what I am going to consider pre-ordering from Prime 1, well, in general, PCS Celine, if they nail the likeness. I'm talking like 95% likeness. You know, but if it's like 80%, I'll pass. You know, like I need it to match these two in terms of detail. And PCS has never matched this in detail, you know, to this date. So I don't want like a super inferior product next to my Elite Creature Collectibles stuff. These are freaking grails, folks. So if I put an inferior PCS piece here, it might look out of place. But I don't know. We'll see. I have high hopes because I think PCS knows this is going to be a very highly sought after piece, one of their biggest. And so I think they're going to put, you know, all the chips on the table for that one. So I'm hoping they do, and they really nail it. So if we do, we'll get Celine. We'll pick up Blade, of course, if we get Celine. But if I don't get Celine, I'm not going to pick up Blade. That's kind of like my rule. I'm going to get either, you know, both or none. That's my plan for, you know, Underworld. As you'll notice, I actually did return these here. You know, I think this whole wall looks better with these creatures over here. I think it just follows the theme better. Now, other statues I will consider pre-ordering is Iron Studios Hawkeye. I would, you know, consider a Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange 1/4. Those would be 2 I would want. You know, I love Captain Marvel, love Brie Larson. And I need a Hawkeye to have the original Avengers team. I won't deny it, but if Queen Studios did the entire Avengers 1 line, like Avengers 1 movie, all 6, plus Loki, in 1/3, I would be very, very tempted. I already love their Mark, you know, 7 1/3. But I think Queen hasn't really committed to a line where they've done a ton outside of the, you know, Hulkbuster and Iron Man one. But every other line, they've kind of just given you a piece here, a piece there. Like the Marvel 1/4 in general, you know, very underwhelming, and it seems like it's dead. Scarlet Witch, I believe, was canceled. You know, and where the heck is Loki? And a 1/3 line being much more expensive in a tighter economy with people having low space. I just don't know how good it's going to be selling. And I don't want a one-off, so I don't plan to pick up the Mark 7 1/3 unless they can truly commit to the entire line. Then I would be like, all right, I'll consider that. Now, there are some customs that came out of the Trinity, and I think they might even be doing Thanos. But they're kind of like wannabe J&Ds, very simple poses. The bases are horrid, and they're expensive. So I'm like, yeah, I'll pass them out. You know, and then video games, if Prime 1 makes a Halo, Tomb Raider, I will, you know, get those. Those are 2 licenses that I would love to get the Prime 1. Otherwise, I'm pretty much set. I need to return none over there. There's just no other spot for her. You know, and in general, she does look good there. Obviously, that's a little bit tighter and whatnot, but I don't have any other options. So the only other thing we can consider is if we, you know, reduce some AVP and make that entire shelf horror. But yeah, little Gizmo about to go to bed. This whole wall does look better with these creatures here, I will say. However, if we do get Blade and Celine, it's kind of hard to put them down low because those are 1/4. It only works if it's, you know, I mean, here's the thing right here. As of right now, I still plan to do Terminator kind of right here, Game of Thrones, and Alita there, which is going to be 1/4 next to 1/3. So it's like, it's inevitable. And technically, I have Mark 7 1/4 next to Shazam. I am trying to avoid the whole 1/4 next to 1/3. Alexa, turn on video game stature room lights. You know, I like to avoid that. You know, but unfortunately, it's inevitable. Like Bruce Lee next to that tiny little Princess Zelda, and I think she's underskilled. It's actually nothing really new in here. I didn't get much done. I was so busy today. I went on like 2 dates with the wife. Well, we went to brunch, and then we got dinner with some friends. Nice Italian restaurant in Salt Lake City. Yeah, I put KD Vegeta Final Flash up here so I can enjoy it until that's sold and paid, you know. It's almost it's halfway paid off right now. So once that's, you know, obviously paid off, I'll ship it. But until then, I'm going to enjoy it. I just beat Lies of P. It is good, but I will say it's probably my least favorite of all the Soul-type games I've played. My least favorite. But I still enjoyed it. I enjoy all Soul games. Bloodborne was my original, and I really liked that one. Elden Ring is definitely the best, but I wouldn't really call that Souls game. You know, it's more beyond that. But if we're talking true Soul games, I would say Bloodborne and maybe I liked Neo a lot, but I also recently played the other ninja one. Dude, Sekiro was great, but so hard. Anyways, folks, Kratos has officially hit customs. He will be here in T-minus 2 days, so excited to see how the original prototype looks in person. After that, I will actually have 0 statues officially in transit, which is wild because that's never happened to me before in the last 7 years. I've always had, like, tracking for something. So, unless Kaio Nation can whip out Ryu Boo in the next 2 days and ship it, I will officially go without anything in transit to me. You know, so it just shows me that the collection is definitely coming to its final stages. We're just trying to perfect a few different areas and, you know, whatnot. But I feel like, in general, that room, this room, and we're getting that room to its final stages, you know, pending if we ever actually sell Bruce Lee or not. If we do, great. If we don't, fine. I think we got a solid plan. You know, and in general, I think we'll probably just keep Terminator over here and just throw the 1/3s underneath. I might change these shelvings around and get rid of the 60-inch and do a 48-inch wide there, 48-inch wide there, because I should be able to fit all 3 of the Prime 1 Terminators in a 48-inch, because they don't look very big, like 15-inch bases. So I'll do, you know, like T1000, Endo, Arnold, and then technically I could actually just keep Alita here in the middle, you know, and then Khaleesi bust, and technically do Jon Snow and maybe even Night King over there. Or, you know, if we keep Red Sonja and throw Blade over there, or Prime 1 Vampirella. There's quite a few things I actually can do. If I do want to get Sarah Connor, though, we would do T1000, Arnold, Endo, Sarah Connor. I'm still really debating that Sarah Connor. I want to see some in-hands because it's very expensive. It's like $1,600 plus shipping and tax. It's close to $2,000. And yeah, it looks good, but it's also just like not a super impressive statue and not a key character I need. I do like Sarah Connor, but do I need a statue of her? No. You know, I want statues of the Terminators, not the humans. So, you know, that's my biggest problem getting Sarah. And I feel like I don't need Sarah. I just need the Endo Arnold T1000 in one shelf. And that would work good. Yeah, the boys want to go to bed. Anyways, folks, that is it for today. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.